Hey everyone, this is Relics,
And I'm Negatron.
and we are watching Team Fail versus 1 BCB in round 2 of the World of Tanks Classic League Season 1 on the map Karelia. Let's get it going. Alright, starting out here looking at Team Fail's tanks. We got 2 IS-7s, a Moss, 3 T-110s, a Patton, a GWE, a 261, and a T-50-2. So they're going for a pretty balanced setup here, pretty standard in the amount of tanks we got going here. Should be interesting to see what they pull out.
Conversely, BCB is running 8 tier 10s, one tier 8 arty, and one tier 2 arty, which I would guess is probably going to be on counter battery.
Yeah, I kind of wondered right off the bat if it wouldn't be better to have a tier 2 light tank or something to have passive scouting somewhere, just to at least know what's going
Two
on
tier 1s.
someplace. Yeah, or that.
Uh, Realistically, here though, it looks like they're bringing the 4 IS-7s and the 3 T-110s in order to be, crazy mobile, so they can press pretty much everywhere all at once. I'm sure the mouse will stay back on defense with probably one, maybe two other tanks. But everything else should be getting pretty aggressive here soon if they intend on really utilizing this formation the right way.
Yeah, with Team Phil having the arty advantage, they really do need to press that. I was kind of expecting they would push it to the south where there's a lot more arty cover, but maybe we'll see a north push here.
One really interesting thing about this team fail is that while some of them are from Fugitives or Red Sky and some currently aren't sporting any tags at all, they're all old AOD members. So they are not strangers to any sort of competition.
Oh yeah, everybody should know about AOD's previous tournament experience. Ooh,
T-57, they're actually using as an advanced scout, I guess.
huh. It's an extremely interesting position there.
Well, one benefit of using an artillery for a scout is he can go into strategic mode and pan all around the map and look for tracers or, trees falling down, things like that.
Oh, that's a very good point. Give a lot of top-down view information. At this point, we're about 2.5 minutes in, and it doesn't look like we're seeing any movement from 1 BCB. They might actually be turtling this up here.
I'm not sure whether that was their plan from the start or whether this 50-2 has kind of scouted them into a tunnel, but with two artillery against one, they are not in a good position to be trying to turtle this out.
Yeah, and with Team Fail already having that cliff position there, they really can't push anything across the north with all this lighting, because they'll just get torn up from the side there. And they're kind of stuck pushing south because Team Fail has already got a really good position over there with all of their big heavy tanks.
Yeah, I mean, they own probably about 75-80% of this map at this moment. So really, they should just keep driving the scout around, looking for lights, pounding it with artillery until there's just not a chance that they could lose when they push their tanks in.
Ooh, and they might lose their T-50-2 here.
Two tracks in a row.
Oh,
That IS-7,
just missed off the back.
that was incredibly close.
What a lucky T-50-2. Dodging some more shots from the cliff top there. Looks like Artie was taking some shots on that IS-7 up there while he was way out in the open. I'm a little surprised Team Fail hasn't moved their artillery around a little bit more to get angle on those IS-7s and knock out the rest of their north stuff there, that they know where it is. Or even
Yeah,
moving their
I'd
one
probably
in.
be moving.
Go ahead.
I'd probably move that GWE somewhere in the 8-9 line, maybe down there in the southeast to get the cross shot on those tanks that I have behind the rock there at B4.
Yeah. Or even pulling them up to like D1 and being able to hit the tanks that are sitting behind E9 on the east side there. Because I saw a couple that are camped back there. Right now they got 10 minutes left on the clock, so they definitely have plenty of time to get a lot of movement, get placement on stuff. And one BCB is in a real tough spot here. Unfortunately, they can't really pull back any tanks to make a push somewhere at this point, because it's likely going to get spotted and hit by artillery.
At this point, I don't know if they really have any good options for trying to escape this setup they're in. They might be able to roll. I mean, they still have a tier 10 tank advantage, so they might be able to roll several of the 7s and 10s down the 9 line and engage that, but I'm not entirely sure they know where Team Fail's tanks are at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the tanks for speed. I wonder if it wouldn't be best if they pull those tanks that are at E9 and rush them down the middle where that Patton's hiding right now, and then rush their other IS-7s just up the north side, and just try to go for a gap rush. Leave a couple back for defense. Looks like we're just getting some proximity lighting here. I'm betting they're gonna, yep, try to shoot him from the hill. I don't think the guy's on the hilltop.
That GWE did shift up a little bit to about F1, so he should have decent shots splash-wise on the T110.
Yeah, that'll help quite a bit. It looks like just the Patton has clear shots on these two. The two T110s don't have the angle for it.
Yeah, and actually now that I look back at this GWE, I'm pretty sure he's looking just past the Patton to help keep that T110 pinned if he tries to move up.
Yeah, so they got this really locked down right now. This is really good positioning. That Patton could just shoot all day long right there. I'm pretty sure they don't even have him spotted at all, even with the people right around the corner by him.
You would think the T92 would have hit him already if they had.
Yeah. There's an already lit. And already gone.
That pretty much seals it for BCB. They either need to move as many of their tanks as they can south, or they're simply going to be sitting here waiting to die.
Yep. Team Fail just has total map control at this point. Their artillery could go anywhere and get those angled shots.
Psychological effect of being hit from an unknown location tends to make teams freeze and just forego their better judgment, wait to receive more shots.
Yeah. Like, if anything, right now, that IS-7 and T-110 could round that corner, take out the T-50-2 and the T-110. They might not be able to take out the T-110 for where he's at, but if they'd have done that earlier and had some movement on the south side, then maybe they could have got something going. Like, there they go now, but it's a little too late.
Team Fail is now pressing up the 9-0 line. Right about 6 minutes. I'd say that's a pretty flawless usage of time. They should be able to wrap this up in, I'd say, 3 to 4, and then they've got an extra 2 minutes as a buffer just in case somebody runs and they have to climb a hill or something like that.
Yep. Enough time to sit there, scout on top of the flag, and try to cap out too.
With their 261 adjusted to where it just was, they made pretty quick work of that T110.
Yeah, the 261 is really taking aggressive position there. That's good to see.
I have never seen a defense stop there before.
Well, that's an arty shadow. And it's got a little front of
From
cover
direct
there.
hits, but you can definitely splash the back of that rock and hit both of those tanks.
Yeah.
That GWE probably has, yes, a direct hit on the back tank.
Wow. That was a nice shot.
I'm not entirely sure that splashed the front IS-7. Should have.
Pretty sure it did. I think it took a couple hundred off. Yeah,
Well,
I'm not.
tucked back like he is now, he'll be much harder to hit.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they were looking to accomplish with the two IS-7s stuck there, though. I'd be curious to hear whether their strategy was to turtle up like this and let them come and just weed them out that way, or if they were expecting a push and they just got dead stopped at some point.
My guess would be that the scout, along with accurate artillery fire and some of those guys shooting from the cliff, just corralled them in before they could really get moving.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to be aggressive and take your losses in order to prevent yourself from being pinned in the future.
All right. Well, that's a lot of great plays by Team Fail there. Good fight, guys.